What's up, guys? It's Rey-Jay back with another video. And in this one, I want to break down what's happening with the overall markets. Just know that I am not a financial planner. Take nothing I'm saying as financial advice. And also, if you guys can, please check out my Moomoo link. If you deposit $100, you're guaranteed 5 free stocks. If you deposit $2,000, you're guaranteed at 30, and the offer ends at the end of March. Anyways, as far as the market's going, I just want to mention that the market got a big sell-off in the morning after we got new tariffs imposed by Donald Trump and lots of political tensions. But now the market's trying to see a nice bounce, especially as we have Donald Trump giving a speech in front of Congress today at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The market's approaching this, and I think that it may continue up until close. On top of this, I just want to mention that there's no significant data coming out tomorrow until after market open. So even if you hold anything overnight, the only thing that could affect us would be like politics, something Donald Trump says. But in terms of economic data, there's nothing too significant until 9:45 a.m. tomorrow after market opens. Just keep that in mind. So when it comes to my videos, I just wanted to say that in my morning video, I mentioned that SPY was at 580. So SPY was right about here when I started my morning video. I said that it's going to likely sell off all the way down to at least 575. If we can't hold 580, we did dump all the way down there. Then SPY was shuffling down here at the 573s. So it did dump quite a bit, actually. So we did get the sell off we were talking about. And then I mentioned that there will be a drop, then a bounce. And I said that in that video that we will likely see SPY base between 572 and 568. I did predict we would bounce around that area. Most likely, I said to watch for confirmation to be safe. And notice that we did bounce off 572.5. So it did end up bouncing in that range we were talking about, or very close to it. And the bounce did end up coming, right? So for those who are confused in the comments section, I just want to give you guys some clarification that I would recommend just looking at my channel, look for the latest video. Instead of just looking at one that was posted 4 or 5 hours ago. And the reason for that is because the market changes really fast. 1 minute we could be dumping really hard, the next minute we could be bouncing in a very volatile market. So keep that in mind, guys. Anyways, I'm just here to help you guys, just to give you guys the updates that you guys could see. And we did call that a bounce would most likely come once we got to particular levels. And so far, that's what's happening. So what's happening at this point on, I think we may continue to push. As long as SPY does not lose 580, I think we could be trying to get up to 585 very soon, maybe even higher than that. So I do anticipate by close, if not by a little bit later, we're going to likely try that, especially because SPY was forming a bullish divergence, which is quite a good sign. As long as we don't close below 580, or even like if we don't get a big rejection, start dumping down, I think we're going to be fine. I think we're favoring the upwards direction. So for now, the bulls have a bigger edge, so just keep that in mind. I anticipate even more upside as time goes on. For other factors out there, we also have the QQQ. This is also looking quite bullish. We have a bullish divergence right over here. And I just want to see us close above 500. I think we could continue to push towards 506 near the 20 EMA. But just keep in mind that as long as we don't end up losing supports, as long as we don't end up breaking below like 494, I think that we're looking good. As long as 500 holds, we could continue to push for 506. So I see potential in this nonetheless. For the Russell 2000, we're trying to rebound as well. As long as we don't end up losing like 205, we're looking for an attempt to get back up towards the 210s. So I think there could be a rebound as well. Looking at this white trend line, we should be testing this. And I think that the Russell's trying, despite the fact that we had this head and shoulders, right? I think that there's going to likely be an attempt for us to rebound right over here. There's a left shoulder, a head, and then a right shoulder. But then we're going to be looking to see if we could get that rebound move. If we could get back above this trend line, so break past this white trend line, then we're looking for a move back up to about 212. There is potential in this. ES is also bouncing off this support. So notice that on ES, we had this channel, broke out of it, another channel, we dumped, and now we're trying to hold support. So we're trying to hold this support right here. And I think there's a good chance that we try to rebound as well. So we're looking for essentially 58.50 is our potential target or above. I just want to see us hold this trend line. There's a good chance that it tries to do this and we try to get closer to like 58.75 and 58.95. So far, there's potential for us to go higher, and we're holding a key support, so that's a good piece of news. For NQ, the same thing's going on. We have this blue trend line acting as our support. This is resistance becoming support. We held this so far. So we're trying to push for 20,717. If that breaks, we're looking for 21,000 as a target. So I think we're looking like we have potential. As long as we can hold above 20,500, there's potential in this chart. For Nvidia, we're trying to rebound. Nvidia is doing a good job. We formed a nice divergence. And what's good about it is we're reclaiming support. So as long as we don't lose 114 or even like the 110s, we're looking pretty good. I mentioned in my morning video, I want to see us reclaim 115 to 117 to bounce. That's what we're doing. As long as we hold above 117, I'm looking for an attempt for 120. Tesla is trying to rebound. It's looking decent. I want to see if this could break past 280, though. It's going to be a tough resistance, but there is potential for us to go a little bit higher if we could break 280. And if we do, we're looking for 285. Then eventually 292 is our targets. We have this yellow trend line acting as supports. We're trying to hold it so far. And I want to see Tesla hold this as long as we don't end up losing 262 to 270. I think we're going to be okay. I did mention I do expect some kind of balance move between 260 and 262. If not, it would be at 250. So we held 260, which is a good sign. Now we're trying to rebound. That's about an 18-point move up. We hit 280. Break, then I think we go even higher for 285. For Apple, we're looking decent. Notice that we have this yellow trend line. So if we look at this, we actually have the fact that it's bouncing off this trend line. We got lots of bounces. As long as we don't lose it, I think we could slowly inch our way up back up to about 240. So there's some potential in this. It's very flat right now, but it depends on if we could hold this trend line or not. This could be affected by Trump's speech, so we'll see if he says anything that affects Apple. On coin, the 4 hour is looking a bit more bullish. We're looking for 215 right now. If that breaks, we're going to go higher for 220. For Amazon, we're trying to push higher, so we're looking for essentially this wick right here. I said to watch 197.5 to 195, and we actually bounced off 197.5. So as long as we can hold above 205, I think we have the potential to return to this imbalance at 208. For Meta, we're looking good as well. We have a bullish divergence. This could attempt to get back up to about 650, then eventually 658. As long as we don't end up losing 630, we're looking pretty good. Microsoft could be going for about 394, so it looks pretty good right here. And Google, as long as we're above 173, I'm looking for an attempt for 176. The VIX is rejecting right here. It's at 22. Big rejection on the VIX. We're watching support at 20.93. We're not there yet, but we're getting closer. We're suggesting there's more upside potential for the S&P 500 and the broader markets. I think 585 is likely coming or above. So I think so far we're trying to push approaching Donald Trump's speech. And the question is, do you guys want to hold through Donald Trump's speech? Because we don't know what he's going to say exactly. I do have an idea of what he's going to say, but we don't know for sure until we hear it. So I just want to say that as we pump, if you are in longs and such, my strategy is essentially just to take the majority of profits and just hold like maybe a small runner. But it's your choice. Whatever you want to do, you guys can make money however you want. I'm just trying to say that we're pumping approaching Trump's speech, but we don't know how we're going to open tomorrow, depending on what the guy ends up saying. So get ready, guys. I thank you all so much for listening. Have a good rest of your day, and I'll be back with another update very soon. Trump's speech is going to be at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so keep that in mind. Anyways, have a good one, and peace out.